This video will cover the U.S. Marshals Service. I'm Nicholas, and this is the Law Enforcement Agency Information Channel. The U.S. Marshals Service, or USMS for short, is a civilian-staffed investigative United States federal law enforcement agency that falls under the Department of Justice, or DOJ for short. The U.S. Marshals Service is responsible for enforcing federal laws through a wide range of DOJ related specific duties. This includes protecting federal judicial officials, protecting federal witnesses, protecting important DOJ executive officials such as the U.S. Attorney General and the Director of the U.S. Marshals Service, finding, apprehending, and arresting federally wanted fugitives, in other words, bounty hunting, and lastly, transporting high-risk federal inmates to prisons, and yeah. Founded in 1790, the U.S. Marshals Service is the oldest federal law enforcement agency, and for that matter, the oldest federal agency in general. The U.S. Marshals Service has been involved in multiple operations throughout the past. Some of the most notable and famous U.S. Marshals Service operations include the Ruby Ridge Standoff, which was basically a standoff between federal agents, specifically U.S. Deputy Marshals and FBI HRT special agents. Anyways, it was a standoff between federal agents and the Weaver family. And anyways, the real reason behind the standoff was that a member of the member of the Weaver family, I forgot the specific person's name, but yeah, a member of the Weaver family had failed to attend federal court. And anyways, when you fail to attend federal court, it is the responsibility of the U.S. Marshals Service to find and arrest you, because failing to attend federal court is a federal crime and is within the U.S. Marshals Service's jurisdiction. But anyways, yeah. The operation, the Ruby Ridge standoff operation, was ultimately unsuccessful for both the federal agents involved and the Weaver family, due to a wide range of factors and flaws. But aside from that, there is also another operation, which was the protection, a completely separate operation, known as the protection of Ruby Bridges. The U.S. Marshals Service had protected Ruby Bridges in the 1960s. The U.S. Marshals Service had assigned deputy U.S. Marshals to protect Ruby Bridges on her way to school every day. The reason why it was within the responsibility of the U.S. Marshals Service instead of local police officers is because Ruby Bridges was considered and was a victim and witness of discrimination, which is a federal crime. And therefore it became within the responsibility of the U.S. Marshals Service to protect her. But this aside, Ruby Bridges was a great person and is a great person. What she did was very brave, and always remember her. That's really it for their past operations of the U.S. Marshals Service. Just like any other DOJ agency, the U.S. Marshals Service reports to the U.S. Attorney General, who reports to the President of the United States. U.S. Deputy Marshals have full federal law enforcement authority with the ability to do things like carry out warrants, make arrests, carry firearms, and much more. The U.S. Marshals Service has domestic wide jurisdiction throughout the United States and its individual territories to number one, protect and transport federal officials, witnesses, inmates, and fugitives. And then number two, to uh, find, apprehend, and arrest federal fugitives wanted by the federal government. Number three, to investigate federal crimes in collaboration with other federal law enforcement agencies and law enforcement agencies in general. U.S. Deputy Marshals trained for approximately 18 weeks at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, or FLETS for short, in Glencoe, Georgia.